Okay, it looks like we're live once again. Hey, Sunday night, a live power hour with your host, Soldier of Self Mastery, here right out of Stockton, California, with another super fantastic, terrific, and over the top challenging episode of Sunday night, a live power hour. We are live streaming here on YouTube. I'm really excited, and I'll tell you why I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm angry. Is it okay to be angry? My first question for you today. Is it okay to be angry? Let's get started on this episode. We find ourselves back here in the studio on Sunday with a little bit of Jingle Punk Loop Simplest. That's the little background music. So, how are you guys doing today, my friends? How are you? Where are you? Where are you at today? And I'm not just talking about California or Connecticut or New York. I'm talking about what state of mind do you find yourself in today? I find myself a little angry. We're going to get into that in this episode. Let's get into this is episode 80, by the way. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys that are coming live, that are interacting with me. I see I see Eric is watching. So I'm encouraging you to, sorry for the distractions. I'm encouraging you to challenge me today. I want to be challenged by you, and I hope that you're here today on this episode to be challenged, because once again we have a new week coming up, and with new week it comes new hours, new days, new challenges. Okay, I'm excited, man. Episode number 80. I didn't know if I could be here this long, but I'm here. So I want to thank each and every one of the people that are watching me on Facebook and here on YouTube. So if you are, let me see what's going on here on YouTube. I am live, and looks like I'm the only one in the room. So I'm talking to myself here. It's okay. All right, this is episode 80. And I want to welcome everybody from around the world, wherever you are. If you have a question for me on Facebook, if you want to challenge me on Facebook or on YouTube, I'm encouraging you to do that. So let's get into this. Let's get into some house cleaning. What's the house cleaning about this week? Well, number one, we're going to be having more episodes of Sunday Night Alive Power Hour on Sundays at 4 p.m. I see Michael. Welcome to the episode, Michael. Thank you for being here. I'm actually live streaming on YouTube, and I'm trying to do this on Facebook. Let's get, let's see, the house cleaning. We're gonna continue the episodes on Sundays at 4 p.m. So I am encouraging you to bring a friend. I'm encouraging you to bring your mind and bring a pencil and a pad. Okay. You want to definitely take notes. Not about what I'm saying, but the thoughts that are going to pop into your head as I'm sharing, as we're interacting. So I think ourselves is the house cleaning. Eric says on Facebook, our house, ourselves is the house cleaning. So we're going to get into Proverb 18 today. We're going to read Proverb 18:30. Okay, we're getting ready to read that. I read a proverb with every episode. Uh, the Bible is my foundation. His grace is my foundation, and I'm very grateful for that. So, by the way, we are taking down this book. Will no longer be in production. We're taking it off the shelf. We are going to revamp it. We're going to redo it. We're going to do a new project, and it's going to be an awesome, awesome book coming up. So, yeah, the only book that we're offering right now is the questions, the three life's three most important questions, and you'll find out on Amazon, or you can always go through soldiersofselfmastery.com, and you can reach me there. Amen, Margado. Amen. We're gonna and what else? Subscribe to the tribe. Okay, make sure that you subscribe to the tribe so that when I go live or when I put up a new video, You know exactly what's going on. Okay, my friends? Hey, Proverbs 18:30. And I truly hope that wherever you are, I truly hope that wherever you are, let me say this, it's been a rough week. Actually, the last 2 weeks have been extremely rough for me. It's about me today. No, it's not. How's it been for you, my friend? How's the last 2 weeks been for you? In fact, how's the last couple of days been for you? I'm telling you, man, we are being challenged to the max. All right. Psalm 18, verse 30 says, as for God, his way is perfect. Oh, we wish our ways were perfect, huh? Don't we wish our ways were perfect? Don't you wish that you could just answer every question perfectly, respond versus react to every situation within the family? What about when somebody cuts you off on the road? You get some road rage going. Don't you wish that you could do everything perfectly? All right? We know that's not possible. We know that's not possible. But here's the thing, why couldn't we keep a positive mindset all the time? Why could we not keep a positive mindset all the time or work on it? Why not? Why not challenge yourself in that arena, in that area? Mineral water. By the way, if you want to get a hold of Soldier of Self Mastery, you can reach me on this number. All right. Let me finish up with the proverb here because it sounds like I'm preaching. His way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. He is a buckler to all them that trust in him. Now, I don't know where you stand, my friend, when it comes to the Bible, when it comes to prayer, when it comes to the Lord Jesus Christ. I openly admit he is my foundation, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to be doing what I'm doing. So I'm very grateful. Thank you, Lord, for the scripture today. So I see we got a house full today. Jim, welcome to the program. Faye, good evening from New York. Thank you for being here with us, with me. Laura, welcome to the episode. Let me see. Mr. Imran, welcome to the program. Same here. Self anger is at a peak. Well, maybe this is one of the reasons why we're going to talk about anger today. We're going to talk about temptations. We're going to talk about angry people that piss you off. You ever get people that just piss you off? They just ugh. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about how to handle ourselves. All right. So, Mr. Imran, welcome to the program. And then I see Stephen Little. Hello, Stephen. And I see there's a couple of other. We've got invisible men and invisible women on the episode. The League, what is it? The League of Superheroes. They're watching my episode, but I don't know who they are because they're invisible. But I can see the numbers. So, hey, John, welcome to the program. Wilson, welcome to the program. Thank you, guys. You know what? I want to say that I truly appreciate your support. Those of you that have bought books, those of you that have contributed financially, you've donated. I don't care if it's $2. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you. You know, I feel good about what you're doing. If you're supporting this mission, feel good about what you're doing, my friend. This mission is going to be here long before or long after I'm gone. I'm going to make sure of that. This mission will continue. It's going to be a legacy. I didn't know it was going to be a movement. I didn't know it was going to be a legacy. I didn't know that I would be touching lives across the world. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I'd be receiving emails and calls from people that some of them are just plain hurting. And I wish I could do more, but the truth is that if you're going to turn your life around, if you are going to turn your life around, you have to make a real solid decision to do that. So let me see if I got any question. Hey, Jim, welcome to the program. Ooh, I see somebody blew their mortgage money. Let me see. I see somebody's angry. Let me see. Wilson says, "How you doing, Santos? I hope everything is going well for you. I haven't forgotten about you." Wilson, you know, honestly, um, I'm doing, you know what? I'm doing super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of. Now, that doesn't mean that everything is well. That doesn't mean that everything is all lined up. What that means is that I'm taking control of my thoughts and I'm taking control of the situations that like to pop up. Do you guys like surprises? I love surprises, but there's something about bad surprises that I don't like. What about you? Do you like bad surprises? Of course not. But guess what? Life is full of bad surprises. Isn't it true? Isn't it true that life is full of bad surprises and they're going to pop up, they're going to pop up here and there. And sometimes we're strong. And then there's other times where we feel weak. They catch us off guard. And if you're not careful, all of these situations, angry people, temptations, out of control thoughts, different people. I mean, if we're not careful, all of that stuff can actually start getting into your head and rain on your parade. I want to live my life every single day to the best of my ability. I want to make sure that I use the talents and the gifts that God has given me. What about you? You can be positive in the midst of a dark world. You can be. Okay? It's a work. It's a process. If I can, you can. I'm going to say that again because I love saying that. If I can, you can. All right? So let's see if we got any questions. Amen ministry or amen artistry. Why the dislike? Common guys give Santos a big like. Well, that's part of life. Yumoto Yumoto posted something on one of my videos this week. I appreciate that. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to live with a lot of these things that are ugly, you know, difficult people, temptations, casinos, gambling, drugs, road rage, and good times, right? We got to turn it all around. Let's focus on good. Kevin, welcome to the program. Um, you guys found the right place. Hang in there, you guys. Things will get better. Thank you for sharing that, Kevin. I love cats. One of mine hasn't been around for days. Hmm, sorry to hear that, Laura. But I see I do have a question. John Brown says, I'm back. Hello, I'm back. Um, okay. Jim Moto says it's smart to commit to serious cash consequences if you do not follow through on a promise to yourself, like I will make a contract with a family member and give up money if I don't reach my goal. I'm not too sure about that. What is that one? Let me see. Oh, talking about loans and working with family members. Man, that's a very personal, Jim. What do you think you should do in this situation? What do you think you should do? You know, hey, Daniel, welcome to the program. Greetings. You know, my friends, we live in a very this is a very precarious time that we live in, isn't it? We're noticing a lot of people. You know, I'm beginning to see more and more of the reality of people. People are hurting. People are they're stuck. People are blind. People are hurting financially. You know, I do part-time sales. I bring peace of mind to families, and of course I do try to share the gospel, but I bring peace of mind to families. That's basically what product really is. It's peace of mind to a family when there's a death. Okay, that's part of what I do, other than YouTubing and making videos and selling books and coaching. So I do part-time sales, and I run into a lot of people that, man, I wish that I could just unzip their head and give them a little bit of the knowledge and wisdom that I've developed over the years, because people are living in ugly situations. And we're not just talking about the United States, we're talking about all over the world. It is getting worse. It is going to become more challenging. That's why people like you and I, we must be preparing ourselves every single day. How do we prepare? We get involved with programs like this one. And this comes on Sundays at 4 p.m. My job and my endeavor is to do the best that I can to inspire you so that you inspire yourself. I'm not just here on Sundays to talk and preach and share. I'm here because I want to be able to give you what you need in order to motivate yourself. You need more money. You need to generate more income. You need to be more patient. You need to be more creative like a child, right? You need to be more imaginative. How can you generate more money if how can you generate more money if you're working full time at one job or two jobs, and that still ain't enough? How can you generate more income? Is it possible to become creative and generate more income when you're already exhausting your day? Well, it's possible. You got to look at problems as an opportunity. It's possible, but you have to prepare yourself. You have to be willing to discipline yourself. In fact, I created something called the Problem Gambling Academy. Okay, I'm taking that off the shelf. I'm taking that whole thing off the shelf. We're redoing all the videos, we're redoing the curriculum. I'm not satisfied to live just where I'm at. Somebody said, Santos, you're like a perfectionist, man. I keep I keep striving. I keep striving. Why do I do this? Because I can. Why do I keep doing this? Because I want to be an example to other people that you can do the same thing. Your situation, you're not stuck in your situation. If you're stuck in your situation, it's because you've chosen to be there, my friend. You've chosen, you don't have to be there. Well, I don't have any money. I'm broke. I lost everything in the casino. I'm homeless. I don't have a job. Yeah, but can you get a notepad for $1 or for free? Can you get a pen? Can you find a pen for free? Can you sit down and write thoughts and visualize a new life for yourself? Can you do that completely free? You can do it in the library. You can do it in the privacy of your car. You can do it in the bathroom in your home. You could do it in the park. You see, we make up excuses for a lot of things, and we're stuck because we choose to be there. You don't have to be. Now, it is a process. Everything takes time. We must work at it. We must be consistent. We must practice consistency. We must practice being persistent, right? And we got to be willing to go out to the people. You must be willing to go out to the people. And people say, well, I can't find a job. I, I, I'm making phone calls. I'm putting out applications, but I'm staying at home. I'm not going out. I'm not going out. I'm not seeing people. You got to get out there, my friend. You want to build a new vision for yourself? When was the last time that you took 30 minutes? When was the last time that you took 30 minutes and sat down and wrote what you believe could possibly be your life mission? Do you even know what your life mission is? If you haven't written it down, my friend, you're missing out. Man, use your imagination. This is the gift, right? Our Maker gave us. You have a gift. In fact, you have several gifts. You're not on planet Earth just to eat, sleep, and feed on pizzas and tacos, okay? And drink sodas. You're not here for that, my friend. That's just a little bit of the icing on the cake, man. You're here for more. You're here for more. And I'm going to encourage you. We are dealing with anger. We are dealing with difficult people. We're dealing with all of these frustrations that they're going to come. They're going to come this week. There's going to be a whole new set of those for you. You think last week was bad? What about this week? And my question to you is, are you prepared? In fact, the Bible gives me a reference and it says, be angry and sin not. You got to be in control. You have to work on controlling your life. And the thing is that you can. We're believing all these things, and we've got clutter, and it's like we're in a fog, right? We can't see. It's all cloudy. I see Norma Guerra. I see my mom. My mom's online. Hi, mom. I miss you. And then there's Norma. I don't know. So I'm actually live streaming on YouTube, but we're talking about life and we're talking about problems and all of these things. This is going to be a new week, my friends. So I'm going to take on some questions because I've been preaching for a little bit here. And you can't tell that I'm angry, can you? Can you tell that I'm angry? Can you tell that I'm angry? Well, I am angry, but it's a good anger. It's a righteous anger. It's the anger that's going to push me to take that next step. And that's what you need, my friend. So hang around with the good people. Come back for more of this. And make sure that you subscribe to the tribe at Soldiers of Self Mastery. I tell you, my life was a mess. It's now a smaller mess, tinier mess. I'm getting better. So let's see if we got any questions over here on YouTube. We've got a little bit of an audience, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys. Um, let me see. I love that, and do try, it works. Wow, it is true. Anything can be possible. I need to continue striving. Thanks. That's from Mama Rolon. That's my mama. She's on Facebook over on the other side of the world, and I'm looking forward to seeing family. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon, very soon. I won't be angry. So let me see if I got any questions. Um, Laura says hi, mom, and then I see Nora. By the way, if you have a question on Facebook, feel free to post it because I'm multitasking here. Let go of all anger and leave it all to God. Daniel Horton says, let go of all anger and leave it all to God. That's a good point, Daniel. But we also need to use anger as an ally. Anger, like fear. Fear's not bad, right? There's fear that you need to stay away from, that you need to respect, and then there's fear that you need to um, basically move away from completely. There's fear that you need to respect, right? If you're gonna run across the street, fear that car that's doing 50, right? Fear that car. Let that car go first, okay? Fear that, and then run across the street. Now, fear will show you a lot of things about yourself if you learn to make it your ally, okay? Fear can be an ally, and it can be a foe too. So thank you for bringing that up. Leanna Michelle. Hey, Leanna, one of my colleagues, one of my teammates from Lincoln Heritage is on Facebook watching me live. Hope you had a wonderful week, Leanna. We're looking forward to getting some more families protected this week coming up. I've had a lot of doors and a lot of no-shows and a lot of kind of stuff, all kinds of stuff with that program last week. But you know what? You got to go to the people. You got to be willing to commit. You got to be willing to get, and you got to do the things. You have to stay plugged in, right? The journaling, the reading, the videos. And I will see. Oh, my wife is on here too. Let me see. My wife. Oh, she's in here somewhere. Hi, Sherry. She's in there. Anyways, I had to say hi, or else I'll get in trouble. I'll get a frying pan to the ear. No, I'm just kidding. She gets the frying pan to the ear. Hey, there's my partner, George Flores. By the way, congratulations, George, on bringing in a new small human being into the world. George and his wife are another proud parents. He's my manager, my partner over at Lincoln Heritage, my part-time job that I do. So we're looking forward to this week. Thank you, George. Yeah. By the way, I do this every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because I'm actually live streaming on YouTube also. So I've got an audience on Facebook and I've got an audience on YouTube. And I'm taking questions right now. Come on, guys, challenge me. We want to grow. We're not here just to listen to me preach because I can preach. Believe me, I can sit here and preach. We've got some questions. Let me see. Oh, we got a lot of activity here. Faye says slot machines will eventually kill you. That's true, Faye. That's why we got to move away from that sticky stuff as soon as possible. Hey, Nancy Bogart, but what did you do before you were addicted? What did I do? Hey, there's Sherry. Travis, welcome to the program. Thank you for being here with us and thank you for your support, Travis. I really appreciate you. So, what did you do before you were addicted? Thank you for bringing that up. Man, my life, after I got out of the military, I wasn't doing too well. I was making I was making more poor decisions than I was making good decisions. And a lot of those poor decisions they landed me not only in the poorhouse, but they landed me out in the street because, you know, when you're constantly fighting with the opposite sex, it, it doesn't make for something good, does it? When you're arguing with your spouse or when you're arguing with your boyfriend or girlfriend all the time, what happens, right? We know what happens. Breakups, fights, people end up in jail. Believe me, I've been there too. So my life was a bit in shambles before. No. Well, we're talking about before my addiction to uh, to gambling. Well, I was still doing okay. I was doing okay, but I was still making a lot of poor decisions because of the things that were instituted. Now, my mom is watching the program and she knows what we've been through, the domestic violence, the, the abuse, the mental games, the frightening episodes that we all went through. That's what I grew up with. And of course, I was always looking for escapes. So those were my good times. The escapes seemed to be my good times because whenever I came back home, it was abuse. Not every single day, but there was a lot of it. Believe me, my mother can vouch for that. So my life before gambling, then again, I started rolling the dice when I was very early on, probably at the age of 14. So I'm not proud to really talk too much about my past because it's very difficult. I had a very difficult life, and it's still difficult at times, but it's gotten a lot easier for me because of the life hacks, right? Because of the books, because of the this program right here. This program right here is a form of therapy for me, and this helps me every Sunday. And we might go back to putting it on Fridays. I'm not too sure yet. It depends on my schedule with work. It's a little bit up and down. But I tell you, today I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. I'm challenging myself and I'm challenging people too because if you don't have something that challenges you, you're not going to grow. You won't grow. And you have to have a vision. You have to have a mission. I'm always talking about this, right? Does it make sense that if you're going to go somewhere, you should have a destination, right? If you don't plan on going somewhere, if you don't plan on going on a trip, what good is having a destination? It does you no good, right? If you don't like where you're at in life, that's your current vision. Can you change it? Can you change that? Where does it start changing? It starts changing right here. One of the healthiest things, in fact, we're getting ready to wind down pretty soon. One of the healthiest life hacks that you could be taking on, if you hear anything on this episode, we've got quite a few people on YouTube. If you hear anything, begin working on your vision. What is your mission? What is your purpose? What are you supposed to be doing? What would you like to be doing? What are you good at? What comes naturally to you, my friend? Have you ever thought about that? Something that comes naturally to you that you could begin working on and building? Man, if you're not working on your mission, you're missing out in life. You're losing. You're going to struggle. You're not going to, your vision is what gives you fuel. Your vision is what gives you power to be able to handle difficult people, to be able to go through those difficulties in life. And sometimes you're just going to fail. Sometimes you're just going to falter. Sometimes you're going to sometimes you're going to just fall flat on your face. Man, get up immediately. Okay? Get up quickly. I'm often reminded what Les Brown says. He says, if you fall, make sure that you fall on your back. Because if you can look up, if you can look up, you can get up. So I see I've got some questions here. Nancy Bogart says, Yumoto, I read, I dance, anything you love. Kevin says, Santos, we have come people in here that are asking real questions. Please help. Okay, I'm looking. I'm looking. Let me see. Drugs. What were you taking? Well, let me share this, Stephen. Um, I've tried just about any type of drug that's out there, except for maybe some of the newer drugs that are coming out today. So I've experimented with all of them, and I don't really, honestly, I mention a lot of my past. I don't like to talk about my past too much because it's very hurtful. But I've tried it, man. I was at the age of about 12 or 13, I was already smoking and drinking and experimenting with other drugs because when you're young and you live in the projects in the neighborhoods back on the East Coast, a lot of these older guys, they're just out there doing whatever they do. And they don't mind sharing. They don't care. People really don't care today. People didn't care back in the 70s. And when you're kind of lost and you don't know where you're going in life, it's easy for people to come around and offer you stuff. It's easy to gamble. It's easy to smoke. It's easy to drink, right? It's easy to hang out with people that are going nowhere. So hopefully that helps. Travis Santos, what is your biggest high and your biggest low in gambling? Travis says, my biggest high in gambling. Well, my biggest highs was when I thought that I was winning money, right? Um, Probably, at least I thought I was going to become a millionaire by gambling, which never happened. My greatest lows was, man, losing everything, having to start from the bottom, using finances unwisely, um, lying, stealing, conniving, even cheating work. When you're out there, what you're doing. If you're still gambling and you're working and you're holding a business or whatever, you know exactly what you're doing, my friend. Any addiction for that matter, you know exactly what you're doing. So hopefully that helps. Um, Let me see. There's, hey Joe, welcome to the episode. And then there's Dr. Boy 22. Joe, you and me are living the same two life jobs and broke. Let me talk about being broke for a minute here. Let's talk about that. What is how do you generate income? And I'm going to bring this up because we're talking about being broke. One thing that we should never do is we should never focus on saying that we're broke. It's very, very destructive. But how do we generate income? You generate income by exchanging values, right? You have a service or a product that's valuable that you believe in, and you bring it to the marketplace. Somebody out there pays you, they give you money or with time bartering, however it is that they do it. But of course, it used to be that way, bartering, but today they pay you with a check, right? They give you cash. So you're exchanging value for value. You have many ideas inside of you that you can put on paper and you can execute and you can generate more income. So we're not completely broke. We just believe we are. We say that. It's like a cliche. It's just like, people throw those words, we're broke, we're broke. I'm just I'm just sharing with you guys that's something that I personally I'm not going to say, you know what, I'm broke, because then you start believing that, and that rules. So you may not have anything right now. You may not have anything. Instead of saying I'm broke, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to figure out a way. You know what? Broke is a problem, but every problem has an opportunity. Every problem has an opportunity. If you're broke and you say that you're broke and that's the end of it, well, there is no opportunity there. We got to turn it around. If we keep listening to a lot of the people through radio, if we keep listening to a lot of these things on the even YouTube, TV, the media, all these things that are going on, if we let those things just fill our heads, there's no room for imagination. There's no room for creativity. So hopefully this is helping you, my friend. Hopefully this is putting a little bit of an answer. Um, ask. Let me see. Thanks. Kevin says thanks. You're welcome, Kevin. Um, Travis Santos, what was your highest? Okay. Um, Let me see. Santos, you locked into the idea of developing passive income. I feel it is really important, but to develop a system is a challenge. Let's talk about developing passive income real quick here. We're going to talk about that. Um, Laura says, my low point, I hated that feeling of defeat. I felt like I was in a trap. I was so hopeless. I hated feeling that way. Understood. Definitely. Not a good place to be, man. That's a that's a dark place. What happened when you said enough is enough? Travis, when I said enough is enough. Hey, there's Joe. Welcome to the program, Joe. When I said enough was enough, I started working on myself. I started rewiring my brain. You see, I know I've learned this, that in life there are many opportunities to change. There's many different ways that you can change your life. There's many programs out there. But ultimately, the place that needs to be transformed is your head, is your brain. Because you can get yourself in a program for 60 days, and I've seen it happen. I've seen people in programs for 2 or 3 years, and then they fall. I know, because I was one of those people. I never trained my brain. You see, if you don't train your brain's going to train you. So it really, in essence, everything that we are working on, the battle has to be won inside your head. In the book of James in the New Testament, the Bible reads, a double minded man is unstable in all his ways, a double minded man. So you have to fix your mind. How are you going to fix your mind? Programs like this one, you can actually absorb something from this. You can watch videos, you can go on Google, you can do your own research, you can hang out with the right people, right? You can go to seminars. There's one my mom mentioned to me a long time ago, Landmark Education. That's another seminar program that you can go to be rehabilitated in the mind, because really that's where all of these programs deal with. They deal with the mind. All of the physical activities and the way to do things is just a way to do things. But you gotta conquer this up here, right? You don't want to conquer just the mechanics. That's not where it's at. Many people come. You know somebody that has good mechanics but has a horrible attitude. You know somebody like that? Yeah, they haven't really conquered what's going on up here. They haven't transformed. There's no leadership education up here, right? I'm the boss and this is the way it is, and you go to work. There's a lot of them out there. So hopefully that answers the question. Taking action is important. Thinking about things too much is just an excuse to procrastinate and be fearful. That's right. You can study, right? You can come to this program and come here every Sunday, every Sunday, every Sunday, every Sunday, and you can get something. Sure, you're going to get something out of it, but if you don't apply, if you don't get creative, if you don't use your brain, right? Remember what I said? Your brain. If you don't train your brain's going to train you. You must get creative. And in this world that we live in going forward, have you guys paid attention to the artificial intelligence network that's in place today? Have you looked at the technology? I mean, there's a lot of great technology that's here, that's being used, but there's technology that you and I have to be prepared for, against. These networks of artificial intelligence are going to start taking over. These artificial robots, these and there's a great fear. In fact, Elon Musk, I believe, has a great fear that there's going to come a day when all of this artificial intelligence will take over. Weak-minded people will not know what to do. That's why we have to become strong. We have to prepare. We have to train. Every single day that I get in front of the mirror and I talk to myself, I encourage myself, I motivate myself, and I tell myself, Santos, you have no choice, man. You have to do these things. You have to read, you have to write, you have to do the journals, you have to do the videos, you have to do these things. And it's habit for me now. Of course, it's habit, right? So it's become a habit. So I keep doing it. But there was a time where it was a struggle. It was a time where I struggled with people, and today's a whole different story. You know, I appreciate. I want to say this because we're getting ready to wind down. I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys here, male and female. You got to get serious with your life. You got to get serious about your situations. If you're doing good in life, if you're doing great, look for ways to serve other people. Contribute to this mission. You know what? I'm always asking for financial donations. I don't care if it's $5. Give to somebody, give to support a mission that's helping others. And believe me, I know I'm helping other people around the world. I'm not perfect. I don't have it all down, but we're working. And you know what? I just keep like I said, I tore down the Problem Gambling Breakthrough Academy after putting in a lot of work and money. I've tore it down. I'm going to rebuild it. The Little Red Book. I've invested lots of money. I've been burned by people because I trusted people to work on that book. It never happened. I've been burned. But guess what? I've learned and I'm still going forward. I'm not going to give up. I've been burned. I've been all kinds of things have happened. And then I, I've also had problems with people blatantly lying to me. I'm telling you, you got to be strong, my friend. Marshall, welcome to the program. I see Assad, welcome to the program. We're getting ready to end here. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to soldiersofselfmastery.com or SOS209.com, that goes directly to my YouTube channel. I'm encouraging you, my friends, and I hope that you've enjoyed this episode with me. I've enjoyed sharing today. I think I've probably preached a little bit too much. That's okay. Hey, as long as you get something out of it, that's what's important. As long as you get something out of it. Um, and like Jim says, we can't be thinking too much. We have to take action, right? Knowledge is not power. Now you can have all the knowledge you want. It's not power. Only when you apply it. Only when you apply it. Okay. Laura says, I'm glad it's over. It's a horrible life to gamble. Travis Plowman says, I am greatly inspired. You have been in this trap 20 years longer than myself, and I have been able to get and I have been able to get yourself out. I've had help, Travis. I cried out for help. You know, I've had coaching. I've been to the seminars. I've been in programs. I started a long time ago, and it didn't click up until recently. It didn't click up until recently, the last couple of years. That's when it clicked. When I realized that it was a mental battle, that's when it clicked. You see, when you realize that it's a mental battle that you must win every morning and at night before you go to bed so you can live day by day, right? You can plan ahead. You should be planning ahead. You should have a vision, but you must live day by day because we don't know whether we're going to make it tomorrow. But we're here and we can do good today. We can do good right here, starting from right here, starting from right now. And I'm encouraging somebody right here, right now, because we're getting ready to end. I'm encouraging you, my friend, to make that decision. You've got a decision that's pending, it's weighing very heavily upon you. My friend, whoever you are, I'm encouraging you to take that decision and make it. Draw the line in the cement. Do it. Get it over with. Get it behind you. All right, my friends. Um, Gambling, Kevin says gambling is just a roadblock. Once you move around it, it's over. All right. Jim says, let's take a calculated risk on ourselves and choose to do something that is positive. That is a good gamble. That's a good gamble. We must gamble on ourselves and increase the odds in our favor by learning and doing. My friends, we're going to end here. Once again, I truly want to encourage those of you that are hurting. You're hurting financially. Listen, we're all in the same boat. Nobody in here is better than anybody else. But I'm going to encourage you, okay? Sit down with yourself and start using your imagination. I've heard it said that if you can write something down on a piece of paper, you can accomplish it. If you can't get it on paper, then it's not meant to happen. So if you're struggling financially, and most people are, okay, I know I could use more income. And believe me, I rack my brain every morning. The best time to do this is early in the morning when, you know what, before the sun comes up. It's nice and dark. It's quiet. Your mind is completely relaxed. Sit down and brainstorm with yourself and figure out what you need to do and figure out where you need to be going in life and make some things happen. Make it happen. I mean, do you have another solution? Do you have another way to do it? If you don't, there you go, my friend. That's my call to action. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys that have been with me. Man, this has been a full house today. So I thank you guys. George um, says, I learned from him as well, Inez. He is destined for greatness. Well, I don't know about greatness, man. But thank you, George. I truly appreciate you for sharing that. Mom, thank you for being here with us. I look forward to seeing you soon. Daniel, once again, thank you for being with me. And the rest of Leanna, thank you if you're still there. Norma, and let me see who else. Eric and Daniel. Peace through strength. I'll see you guys back here at Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, next Sunday. All right, we're getting ready to wind down. Stephen, let me see. Stephen says, pure waste of time, help no one, and just jump about from story to story. Well, I'm sorry, Stephen, that I couldn't help you, my friend. But the truth is that if you want help, you can get help. Okay, I'm not here. I'm not here to win a popularity contest because I know that's not going to happen. I'm, you can call me if you want me to talk serious with you about your situation. I'm willing to give you 30 minutes of my time because I'm free, man. I'm completely free. But you got to be determined. You have to be determined if you want something in life. And you got to be, you can't, it's not about other people. It's about you and it's about what you want. It's about what you're going to do. I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to give you my time if you call me. I'll be here. And I apologize if, if you feel offended in some way, I do apologize because I know that I don't do everything perfect. So Laura, I want to thank you. Travis, Music Arts chimed in. Thank you, Laura. No, Travis, I never played. Well, I did play a little poker, yes. Um, Faye, Jim, Stephen, Laura, Kevin, Jim, Travis, who else is on here? We've had a bunch of people. Nancy, Sherry, and Stephen. Like I said, um, I, I'm here to help people. If you want help, if you want help, call me. If you want to talk to me, if you got a specific question that I couldn't get to on the program, call me. I'm willing to answer the question. I'm willing to help you, my friend. I'm here. I'm not here to judge you, but we got to be real with each other too, right? This is the reason why I'm free, and the reason why I'm here, and the reason why I've been able to do this is because I made an honest decision. I made an earnest decision to say no, and I've kept my decision. And I fight every single day. I don't have to fight hard like I used to, but I fight. And that's why I'm in the situation, and that's why I'm free. So I'm here to help you, my friend. If you're serious, if you want to get free, anybody, all you got to do is go to soldiersofselfmastery.com. You can follow my coaching page. In fact, even the coaching page is being redone, the whole program. But I'm still willing to help anybody that wants to be free. All right. I'll give you guys the floor. If there's anything else that somebody wants to share, I'm getting ready to. Wow, this has been a little bit of a different episode. It's all good, my friends. It's all good. Peace through strength. I'll see you guys on my next one. Eric, soldiersofselfmastery.com, my friend. You can get a copy there. All right. Christ is the way. That is perfect. I agree with that 100%. Peace. Okay, Faye. Way to go, Laura. You always wear lanyard. What is Golden Memorial? Oh, Travis. Oh, the lanyard. Oh, that's my job. My job. My I'm a I'm a subcontractor for a company called Lincoln Heritage Golden Memorial. So I'm always out and I wear the lanyard. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Bye everyone. Fight the good fight. So now you guys know a little bit more about me. So I will see you. Remember to subscribe to the tribe. Make some things happen this week. Go out and make some things happen for yourself and for other people too, my friends. Serve. Find people to serve. Fail your way into success. Do what you need to do. Do what you know you need to do and make some great things happen. I'll see you on the next one, my friend. Peace through strength. Soldier Self Mastery out.